Hello guys, how are you doing? I am G and welcome back to today's video about top drives. The most recent update in the beginning of this month has not only brought us fresh new cars of Japan, but also the latest car tech called Summer Games got introduced for plenty of new and already existing cars as well. And those we will use quite frequently for a couple of weeks as the series of events and challenges have just started. So today we take a break of the JPT Garage Tour and take a look at the Summer Games which takes place in the autumn. After getting in touch with the event, I will also walk you through the challenges and show how I managed to beat the levels, at least as far as I can go. I don't want to be delusional, I would be surprised if I clear the challenge to 100% as I don't have many of the epics and legendaries of this collection, which somehow predicts the outcome. I have strong garage up to and until the ultra rares. Let's hope I will be able to open at least some thrilling epics, enabling us to participate in the endgame. That being said, let us take a look at the official communication first to get some knowledge. There will be brands from 7 countries involved and several rounds of challenges need to be cleared to finish the event. You also need to collect tokens by reaching strong rankings in events to unlock the challenge rounds. It seems we will have the possibility again to choose the main prize from several legendaries. That's great. Okay, this time the 959 Dakar got added to the Call of the Wild prize board from July, while the non-trophy Mercedes is replaced by a non-prize Lambo. It's not the one you want anyway. There are also milestone prize cars as usual. C tier now is the Citroën BX, this I missed the last time it was offered. The B class is the Avenger Rally Sedan, which has not been distributed before, and the Epic is the M1 Pro car, which is launching now as well. Based on my previous experience, I'm certain I can acquire the Super Rare prize card, and my minimum goal is the Ultra. I would be happy to somehow take my hands on the Epic. It's brand new that you can also win sub-tokens, which you can later exchange to entry tokens once, so you will have the chance to participate despite of not doing well on events. Lovely! Okay, these were the most important details in a nutshell. Now let's take a look at the challenges. First, the grand prize exchange containing the 4 optional cars. I already have the CN, so it's not visible here for me anymore. Then the main series starting with the road to the games and going until the podium, altogether consisting 7 challenges. Man, certainly I will not be bored in the upcoming weeks, therefore I suggest we immediately start with the first challenge, which is number 0. For the beginner track I will just throw some spaghetti on the wall to see what sticks, and then we can start building our hand. Now let me just dump in 5 uncommons to make sure we fit in the limits. I will go for some standards and all surface as we run on mixed terrain. Actually, the first round is even doable with these random cars. I presume the Road to the Games part is added to let players collect low tier Summer Games cars, as normally those are required in the beginning of the first 2 or 3 challenges. Considering this, I expect this series to be a breeze through. In the meanwhile, I'm easily passing the first match. My cars are simply overpowering the opponent's hand. I don't think further comments are needed. If I could replay this series, I would even consider making a challenge of it, maybe maximum 60 RQ1. Since we are already above 300 points only after 4 races, I see a huge room to optimize as we are using now 135 quota. But that's not exactly the point of this series, so let's get back to match 2. For the second level of the series, I slightly adjusted my pasta on the wall with some parmesan. The Impala is a solid dragster, which we can utilize to win on 0 to 100 run against the Vixen. The Escort RS Turbo is a remarkable uncommon performer on city maps with medium clearance, therefore an easy victory for it. The Up is a fantastic all-rounder, so competing the Alpha on the indoor karting will not be a problem for it. After that, another city run, this time hot hatch against hot hatch, but city is a simple feat for the Megane, outmatching the Golf 3 GTI. Finally, the Barchetta excels at wet surface, it's one of the best in the RQ region. With this, another easy victory has come home. Let's go to the third round without hesitation. This is where more firepower is needed, so I'm bringing out other dragsters. The Impala destroys the Gordini to begin with on 0-100 race. I am allowing the Barchetta to stay in my hand and win the G-Force test against an easy opponent. The last 3 races also feel like a Sunday afternoon vlog. First by teaching a lesson to the lowest RQ Peugeot with the Plymouth, then capitalizing on the exceptional top speed of the Turbina on a test bowl, and finally letting the Mistral close the match by winning almost 200 points against the Megane Scenic, which I doubt too many owners ever use for drag races. Right after that we are heading to the 4th run, which will reward us upon completion with the first package of the series, a plastic summer pack. I'm going to keep my hand here as the map situation looks rather similar to the one we just finished. We start with speed tracks for the first 3 races, which enables the GTX, the Fiat and the Chevy to pulverize the opponents once again. They were just simply designed to do this job with ease, this time collecting almost 380 points from their races. In the meanwhile, the Barchetta wins the slalom, even though it's dry surface now, but the Porsche is one of the weakest cars in the game and the Maserati is up against a nice March Turbo. Hope I will find one for myself soon. After taking this victory, we get the prize as well. It's less than thrilling to watch grey cars coming out from a pack. This time we got only 2 of them and 3 uncommons, which did not increase my heartbeat either. All are going to be fuse materials anyway. Now let's get back to level 5. This time we already need 2 Summer Games cars. Therefore I'm bringing my Volkswagen to race 1. On the fast circuit I'm certain we will be able to use speed and proper handling, and our opponent's hand is still not too much competitive. After that, the Fiesta has better grip than our Mistral, however we are just too fast to be caught. For the 3rd race, the Plymouth does what it does the best, collecting 206 points. Then finally we found a wet track for our Fiat so it can shine again. Next time I hope for a twistier one though. To close this run, the Turbina gets a wet track with standard tires and amazing 0-60, it just simply loves it, leading our team to another victory. The 6th race is coming and I have the weird feeling that the AI's hand is now getting weaker instead of bulking up. I can even afford to mess up with Barchetta's ground clearance on the first race against the Pontiac. At the same time the Maserati proves with a narrow victory that huge speed gap can still offset a difference in handling even on a twisty track. And then the Turbina in range starts to recover what I have lost on race 1. Straight after that the GTI continues as it has a rather easy task against the K-Works. Last but not least, I could count on the GTX gathering the missing points. This 3-star performance is achieved comfortably in the end, therefore we move now to the next round. This 7th round seems to be still easy, I don't see any reason to change our hand yet. To start with, our Mistral has blown away the Intrepid on the test bowl with exceptional top speed in its class. Same way the opponent's car got simply defeated on the 2nd matchup by our Plymouth. The Vixen is still a decent car, but I would rather recommend it for curvier tracks. On the 3rd race it was a bit closer, yet our GTI still won, however drag is not where it shines the most. As an opposite, the wet drag is the home for the Turbina, therefore we could accumulate even more points here, and finally our Fiat won the twisty road against the Tigra, which is a great car, not exactly with this tune though. The 7th victory is in the pocket. For round 8, a bit of tuning is needed. Finally twisty tracks popped up. That's why I'm adding the slingshot to the team. I believe it will be an asset during this event, and also the up GTI is suspected to be used quite often. During these challenges, you need to use and therefore also upgrade many cars you don't do normally, which require more common cars than you usually get. So by the free plastic packs we get extra fuse material, hence I am happy to get one after winning this round. Eventually you will also start buying plastic packs and hoping for only plastic drops, which you normally don't want to see at all. By opening the pack we have reached half of the sub-challenge, and this is where we are going to continue next time. Should you be still here, thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like. And if you loved it, please also give it a sub. I wish you a fantastic day. Until next time.